Challenge. So again, surprising performance from EG on the first map, but now of course we move to Inferno. Very close, but pipped to the post. Will the same be true on this map? We're about to find out. Pistol was explosive as well. Let's not forget, we started very fast on the first map of this series. And I hope we'll start fast on this one as well. We'll see 4 players for the CT side heading towards this A bomb site. 2 players with Julies in tow. I wonder if this is a hard read as to what EG might like to do. They'll be starting slow on the T side. HexT prodding towards Banana.
Saw the same thing from Greyhound with the app set up against EG.
Crown jiggling there. Spots Rash, those Julies get to work, but not with the kill. Queenix though, sees that bomb carrier who's isolated. Lots of pre-fire in case of a repeak. One will be enough for now.
Manx just having a look around, playing retake here on the B site, which will be the port of call for EG. Still plenty of utility to be able to put and execute together. And to start juggling some of it around. What Manx can get done here.
Trying to find an opportunity at range, but Junior, he was sharp on the first map and he continues to be here. 3-on-3, then as Nodios tries to stop the bomb from being planted. All 3 CTs close to the site, no kit. Waiting for the smoke to go. Shadow advantage for Jeorge. Hex looking towards CT, but here to help as well. Jeorge finds himself with 2, getting started early. As Salazar has got it all to do here. It's going to be very hard to get this one done. Jeorge pops out for another. Pistol round goes the way of the T side then.
What a round from him. Nice little 3K in the post plant. Gets the majority of the work done himself. And it's going to be a little bit of a slower start this time for HexTATIC. I feel like they've been winning a fair few pistols this tournament. This time around though, second round of Inferno, a lot of close angles. Smoke grenades to slow things down. You are going to see the force buy here. Salazar holding a bit of extra cash for round number 4. Should this round not go well for him, he can buy himself an AWP. Got a boost up on towards brackets here from the CTs. See if EG are going to fall into that trap.
All that util, but still, they'll be walking into at least 3 people here. If they commit. Oh, Crown will say hello then. Always a problem, Crown! What is that? What in the blazes is that from Crown? Big problems for EG. We've got Hex moving over to that B bomb site, trying to give an option for EG because this is awkward. Waiting for that smoke to go. It feels like it's taking an eternity to disappear. And Manx has quietly fallen back in the meantime. Only player on this bomb site, but still a very dangerous one, especially with a 5-7. Took some damage earlier on. Hex jumping through. Will deliver what needs to be delivered. 3-on-3. We'll see what HexTATIC choose to do. Jeorge has got a good spot. Queenix won't check the angle. That one was free. That's a big gun collected by Jeorge now. A Scout and a Deagle remain. Crown's been a thorn in the side. That's a great angle from Salazar. Maybe showing some promise now as they try to clear that pull position. Crossfire is here with the Galils. Salazar may not get any more from this one. Very dangerous towards top mid. A rough one for EG, but they're still able to turn it around.
Trying to keep Walco pinned in. Missed shot. Jeorge even trying to take the scout away from him. But EG survived with 2. Good damage from HexTATIC. Not sure if Salazar was able to scavenge himself a pistol to drop over to one of the other boys, and EG avoid a bit of heartbreak there. They almost ran into that bracket stack, and Crown was absolute robbery with the fadeaway through the smoke there. Disgusting.
Yeah, that deserves a report. Great work for EG to survive that test, though. especially with the patience towards top mid with that setup we saw. Salazar saving the scout from the last round, getting a tag. Maybe Walco will pick up a max 10 with all the damage he's taken. Definitely don't want to be losing that rifle, and indeed there'll be an instant switch to a Galil, in fact.
ECSTATIC very much want to keep the economic pressure on. They brought the last round down to just 2 guns alive for EG, and they have bought up pistols here.
Bunching together once again. That smoke's quite deep, and even if you want to go for a boost, it would be quite awkward to achieve that. They'll be focusing back onto the bomb site, so 3 becomes 4 then on A. There'll be some sound cues as well. Queenix will hear them coming, and now the mayhem can begin. Nodios will get things started with 2. Queenix is here as well. They've gone straight into the stack, and it is turning into a disaster. Oh. Flying CTs will line up for Junior, and he will clean up the mess. That was a scary one.
As was round number 2, but still, although EG are winning these rounds, the economy is suffering. Big reset potential here early on for HexTATIC, not something you see too much on the CT side. Credit to them. They were positioned there for a jungle stack, which is, you know, often the high, a jungle wrap rather, which is often the high percentage play against the pistols. You want to wrap into the A site. EG went for a dig side execute, and the rotations were immediate. Salazar missed opportunity yet again.
Spotted one, but couldn't swat him out of the sky, avoiding most of the damage from the grenade. Early opportunities then. Some early kills for Salazar. Need him to come into this one hot after some missed opportunities in the first map.
For sure.
Needs to be the equal of Junior on this second one.
EG's T side against Greyhound yesterday was pretty fantastic. So I dare say they're going to be quite happy to kick things off on it today. They've taken banana control. Now a little bit of utility pressure on bracket, and still enough utility left over for a late round execute. I think HexTATIC with the double setup on coffins want to go for the boost when the execute comes in and try to spam one as they come into the site. See if they're going to get away with that.
Sending it in, then the numbers are here. Crown has a lot to do, but Crown often does a lot, starting as he means to go on.
That's cheeky.
Dropping HexT, falling back now, staying alive, holding position at the very least. Crown through the smoke. What did we say? He needs to do a lot. He's delayed the bomb plant as well. A boost coming through. Almost finding Rush, but Crown's coming looking for one more, a little high, and that bomb is finally planted. However, it is a 3 versus 5, favoring HexTATIC. Make it 4.
Look at Jeorge.
Strong angle for Junior. A rare miss from him as Crown comes through to do more. 4 kills for him as Jeorge is on the flank now. Trying to do what he can, but Salazar will put him out of his misery.
Needed more work to be done by the site players there to create space for Jeorge to get that flank off. But unfortunately, as I mentioned, all of this damage done by HexTATIC in the first couple of rounds has come to fruition here. The money is all over the place for EG. Usually you'd want to get through your first gun round and be able to put another buy together and pressure that CT economy. But in this case, HexTATIC, I mean, Crown in particular, great round for him, but big picture-wise, they were well prepared for that B execute. They've really done their homework. Cheeky little boost up over on top of coffins. They played around it perfectly, and now, tack timeout for HexTATIC. They recognize the importance of this round. They have to consider their options as well. Is EG going to force here, or are they going to take a single save? It's kind of a weird position to be in on the T side. You don't often take that much damage from the force buy and the subsequent eco round following. Usually you'd want to start to build up your economy early on the T side, but in this case, they haven't been allowed to. Save from EG.
Goodbye, Walco. Goodbye, HexT. Crown again. So active in this series. Almost 10 kills already. Always a good round to pad the stats, of course, but it's been so instrumental for HexTATIC in this series. Can't miss too many of those. Lovely second shot there. Good support from Nodios as well. Surviving with 5 would be fantastic for HexT. All the crosshair was in the right place, but Nodios was fast enough. Second round then for HexT as the buy comes through for EG once again. AWP on the T side, most effective after the plant. See what Junior's able to do. Might be the right man for the job before they get that far.
Yeah, it's a bit of an angle holding simulator and throw supportive utility for the boys. And then activating the post plan, as he said. HexT doing a great job of building up their cash. Throwing a little bit of utility to contest Banana here. Hex peering over the top of the log smoke. Deep nade from Queenix. Good chip damage on 1 or 2 of the players makes them 1-beatable versus the M4s. Seems like HexT waiting for the utility to come out here for EG to take half wall, and they're going to respond with aggression.
Pop flash isn't going to work out at all. That's a disastrous pop flash play for HexT. Heavy losses over towards B. They know at least one more player is here though, of course. So EG aren't going to send it straight in there. They've got time to limit their risk. That will spread HexT very thin indeed. I do wonder if they'll consider committing to a site together since there's so few players remaining versus 5. That might be the case as we see Nodios creeping along speed rate.
It's a clever play from HexT. They're trying to invest the smokes over towards the B side of the map and hope that EG will run into the stack here. And if you do see the B side play that we're anticipating, it is just going to be a save.
Yeah, no need to throw good money after bad. This round is done. So EG will move to a 4th round. Into the swing of things now in Inferno. Hopefully forgetting about the missed opportunities on Ancient.
They seem to be in good form this tournament. I think they're kind of surpassing expectations. The roster looks pretty reasonable on paper, and I feel like it's coming together in the server. Hex had a great game last map. HexT there, I think they'll be a little bit disappointed. I felt like the timing was okay. They did pop flash, try to disrupt that banana take from EG and the default a little bit, but it's just good common sense, good protocols out of EG. One player's anti-flash behind the half wall. Gonna get plenty more gun rounds here after a round like that. HexT with plenty of cash and being responsible with their economy, saving 3 guns over, and EG winning a clean round means that both teams having an opportunity to build up some cash.
Three-man investment over towards B for HexT. Nothing untoward there. Can they secure Banana? Smoke in the middle of it as they try to find some lineups. Oh, big grenades and a follow-up from Manx as well. That's a great start from them. You can see Walco trying to contest. Molly towards the car position will keep 3 players entertained for HexT over towards that B-bomb site for now. But EG will start to fish towards A as well. Salazar avoiding the flashbang, missing the shot though, but he has rifle support in Queenix, creeping around the corner. Very advantageous for him. Can't quite make the connection yet though. Sees one in Boiler as well, and Queenix will deliver once more. Quiet in the first map, important early on in the second.
EG gonna try and resolve this round into the B site, see if they can get a nice little entry on here. Crown wanting to play around that backside smoke. Manx with a supportive flash over the top of New Box for him.
EG looking for a contact play. Won't be served what they're looking for though. Walco with a big wide swing, maybe realizing what might be happening here. Will find the entry they're looking for, and now they know Crown's at the back of the site. 20 seconds, they need to clear his position. He is wasting enough time to allow Nodios to come through, has a clear angle from CT. Clear enough. Flash is coming through as well. Junior with the AWP tag, but not a complete connection there. 20 HP for Crown will be enough, and he might die after time. He needs to force the issue here before time runs out, and he's not going to be able to. Look at them push through. Will he make it? No. That's an expensive one indeed.
Good discipline being shown there from HexTATIC. Hamstringing the economy of the AWPer on the T side is going to be a very, very big boon for the HexTATIC boys. Nice little spam through from Manx there, and they completed that 5-on-4 very nicely. Good dig side rifling there from Queenix, even after a couple of missed shots from the CT AWPer. What do EG do here? Did a good job building up some cash in the previous round, but it's not really as good as they'd like, particularly with Junior on 2.9. I dare say if he survived, or if he died before time last round, they probably would have bought here. But now they're considering whether they want to.
That was very awkward indeed. Somewhere between, do I push them and force them to kill me, or do I have a chance to save this AWP playing off the sandbags? Answer was ultimately no.
That discipline actually is super impactful for HexTATIC. Worth mentioning, 3 of the boys on the CT side going head armorless against the pistols could be a bit dangerous.
Enough util here for EG to have some kind of an execute. Maybe even with chain flashes, we shall see. Firstly, avoiding the artillery being thrown down banana.
Like EG want to throw maybe some kind of A execute. Either that or they're going to retake banana in the mid-round.
Waiting patiently for HexTATIC to use their util, as they've got one shot at this EG. Tech9 still devastating in CSGO. This will be a very dangerous round for HexTATIC.
Is the Nana retake. Close Molotov and a flash to push that player at car off the line, but it is the ace site, the point of call for EG.
This is the time to strike then. 40 seconds on the clock. A two-pronged assault of this A-bomb side, but Nodios has got a fantastic lineup. Still support from Manx here as well. It seems the bleeding will be minimal. Great spatial awareness from Manx to go for the 180 there. Just a 1 kill, no plant for EG. HexTATIC will be very content with that.
Yeah, this game of Inferno is going excellent for them. They've been surviving with 3-4 players alive a lot of these CT rounds, so not going to be having too many issues with the money, which is what they really struggled with CT side of Ancient last game. You could tell just how much of a difference to their CT side having a full buy made on Ancient. 3-man set up towards Nana early on. Progression smoke down mid from the CTs. See HexTATIC on the A side of the map trying to disrupt EG, slow them down as they have committed these 3 players over towards B.
2-man swing top mid from EG, and they've created a hell of a lot of space for themselves. They've quickly seen that there's no challenge towards long either. Smokes up to potentially go for a split. I think there's a gap in there. Oh, that's a huge gap in there. That is bizarre. It's quite a standard lineup in the corner against that green window.
Might have just hit a movement key or something.
Smoke in the library, and Rush will be lurking in that position. So what is the play? EG could go for a wrap of the B bomb site, but look how heavily concentrated HexTATIC are in this position. Crown jiggling, waiting, pushing forward. No response from HexTATIC. They can't respond to these frags. The numbers are working very well for EG over towards this B bomb site, but there's one more to be found. What are they up to here? We've got a smoke at the bottom of banana. They haven't fully checked this bomb site properly. They've just assumed that no one is here, and Nodios is going to get a free one. Look how sloppy this is. 28 seconds, smoking off banana. How on earth has this happened? No one has checked the bomb site properly. Maybe a miscommunication, thinking Nodios was elsewhere. 19 seconds, and they're pushing through the smoke. This is disastrous. 1v3 lining up for Nodios, who almost gets all the kills there. That would have been so embarrassing for EG. Lucky to get away with that one. Surely a mistake they won't make again this game.
That got expensive. That's a whole extra buy round just falling by the wayside. And that's the interesting thing sometimes about playing a team that you're not super familiar with or you haven't played a bunch of times. In domestic competition, you play against certain teams. You know what role a lot of these players play. But you can see EG, they weren't really sure where Nodios is supposed to be on Inferno, I don't think. Either that or he's floating across onto the other side of the map because he started jungle this time around. Seems like maybe he is the swing player, so what can you really do about it? Carpet's control for EG now. Got multiple progression smokes out from HexTATIC trying to contest this map control. One at logs, one deep in towards middle, and EG are respecting them. Slowing things down. They're actually going to smoke off Dick side and molly jungle, so working bracket in a slightly different manner.
Robotic angle clearing from HexT. Slow approach then as EG will play for denial of information, but HexTATIC being active towards Banana. There's that pop flash once again, but look at the angle HexT has got. Looking so sharp in this round, just the way he's been approaching these angles. No, he knows there's one more. Force him back towards CT. Oh, Crown. He's the man on Banana. And there are more people coming his way. Crown again.
The mouse wheel. What a nightmare.
That's got to be frustrating for him. Walco to cut off the rotation then. Horrible way to die.
Bomb has been planted.
Again, HexT, he's been quiet so far in this game, but you can see he was ready. The way he was just clearing those angles, moving into position by the logs. No wasted movement, ready for that pop flash once again.
Credit to EG, this T side on Inferno yet again looks rock solid. They did not start this game in the manner that you'd want. They had probably the worst start to the T side that you would be expecting. You lost a lot of guns early on, then Junior died after time and you had to take an additional eco that you might not have had to, but regardless of all of those things, they've come out on top. They've broken down HexTATIC's money, and now they're running away with this game of Inferno. You can't say they don't look like the better team, despite a couple of little oversights here and there, a couple silly rounds.
The tension from the last map continues into this one. Feels like we're deep into Inferno already.
Static saving 2 guns over is not going to be good enough, especially without the loss bonus really built up too much. Don't know if they're going to be able to put a bar together here. I really wouldn't be surprised to see like pistol armor with some util around the 2 rifles and give this round a crack, save for the next. They are buying up. Going to try to get it done with FAMASas and an MP9. A little bit of reset potential on EG, to be fair. Junior will be broke from this round, as would HexT. So HexTATIC risking it for the biscuit in round number 11. Yeah, and a lot of early utility usage on both sides of the map from HexTATIC. This time, instead of a deep mid smoke, it's a shallow one, and Nodios boosted over the top of it. When you don't have the weaponry to contest, sometimes you have to rely on the gimmicks, and in this case, it's worked perfectly for HexTATIC.
Finding the edges in round 11. Great start for them. Queenix drops from his position. They've abandoned short then with those flashes. Keep the players alive. And EG will start to harass, concentrating on this short position. Rush moving in, but there are so many CTs here. How can they possibly come out on top? Well, with Walco, maybe they can. Salazar delivering with the MP9. Junior with a quick jump peek. He's got Salazar stuck in the corner. The Glock is out. It won't be enough. The flying MP9 will have the accuracy to deliver the goods.
And HexTATIC taking a bit of a risk in terms of the purchase. Works out massive for them. They break Evil Genius's economy on 1 or 2 of the players and are probably going to force them on a single save here. This boost, heads up play. I'm loving the depth that HexTATIC are showing. They're always mixing in a gimmick or 2.
That's your face when you get jumping MP9 kills. Yeah, that's dirty. It has got impressive jumping accuracy stats, jumping accuracy stats, the MP9.
Yeah.
It is quite a reasonable play to do that and have expectation of a frag.
Yeah, I feel like, people were a little bit more sensible at the start of CSGO, and obviously now, almost 10 years into the game's life cycle, people are really starting to learn just how stupid it is to run around with a MAC-10 or an MP9.
It's really fascinating going through the sheet with all the numbers on these weapons. Before one of the last CZ nerfs, it was equal to a FAMAS in terms of damage at medium range.
Force from EG in this round is interesting. They do have some reset potential on HexTATIC here. They've got almost no utility here, James.
Yeah, this is curious. It's one thing to have like a hero AWP on the CT side, but T side Inferno, of course, the AK is here as well, but still.
Oh.
Well, there we go.
Flash from Hex to set up Junior to find the pick on the jungle side player. That's clever from EG. Don't have much util, but they're using it well. They're going to pick up the pace into A here, or are they going to slow things down? 4 players here for HexTATIC, James.
Salazar dropping Hex. The rifles are still up though. Primary weapons are still in the game as Jeorge looks for something. Everybody is here for HexTATIC. There's no one on B whatsoever, and Junior delivers another one, patiently waiting and punishing the flashes, the swing from Rush. Finds himself an AK. How about this from a round from EG? Beautiful work, puncturing one after the other, and HexTATIC, despite having everybody on A, have almost no response.
Never question the hero AWP on Junior. A 4K, the only kill he doesn't get, he throws the flash that full whites the CT for Rush. May as well give him the ace at that point. He did it all himself.
Wonderful stuff. Looks very calm and focused, EG. Good body language. After the horror loss on the previous map.
Now another force from HexTATIC. An even worse one than before. Only one A1S flash in towards Carps is not good enough for Queenix.
Very nice work with the MP9. Seems that Banana will be a flashpoint soon then. Who's behind door number 5 is the question. HexT and Manx side by side. Now, how deep into the angle can Junior go here? Manx not the only player. Beautiful instant trade. There's a pop flash.
Salazar's got another for Crown.
Such a nervous situation. There's the flash. Wonderful timing as Rush just edges forward bit by bit.
Look at Walco. He split the map, found his way into CT spawn here. Is Salazar going to be ready? Stomping through Speedway. Is Junior going to save? No, he's making his way up mid here.
25 seconds. Walco needs him to be closer. When he opens this channel, this way in, spotted Nodios. But with 4 players alive, he has to assume there's another player somewhere. There's Nodios, but where's the second one? Time to clear the pit. Oh my days, Walco, what was that? Made this very doable indeed.
Double pit. Look at the flank through Carps, though. Crown, again, has got to be the difference maker here for HexTATIC, and they don't have a kit.
Junior trying to find the trying to find that kill, but Crown will drop him. Walco in the clutch now. He's got one more to go. Just that one more, and there it is. A 4K for Walco in the round. Wonderful frags onto that A-bomb site. And we thought the first map was frustrating for these squads. This is just as stressful.
How many 2-on-4s have we seen this tournament? It's actually been insane. I feel like the games we've casted, we've seen a ridiculous amount of man disadvantage situations turned around, and that is a massive impact play from Walco. A 4K from him, and it's not an ordinary 4K. That's a 4K that puts your opponent on an eco.
That second frag. Subconscious at work there.
That's all muscle memory at that point. He's just reacting. They've broken HexTATIC's money, and even next round, HexTATIC will not have enough cash for an AWP or full utility. So Walco's potentially put EG in a position here now where they will... bit of a messy spray. They will get double digits here. The flash play on jungle, though.
USP's trying to combine, but this is a poverty round for HexTATIC. They could get one or two more kills here if they find a headshot. Oh, that smoke has not gone in the right direction for HexT.
Back towards Crown, then it is. The other boys hopping on their horse through CT as well to try and give him a hand.
Smoke is up, and that will divide the fight at the very least. Should be pedestrian here in. Failed attempt at a boost. But the main threat's done, really. Plenty of time for error correction. They start to creep in, just trying to find anything they can. 4-play survives in 3G as we move to the last round of the half.
It's a hell of a game for Walco. Usually not a player who's statistically significant in the server, more kind of known for his RGLing prowess. So he's stepping up here then. When EG is up against the ropes, he's actually starting to deliver on land. It's pretty massive for a player of his experience level. Even the Galil upgraded, EG leaving nothing to chance in the last round of the half here. As I pointed out before, HexTATIC, pretty limited utility, and they're already investing a fair bit of it over on towards Banana side. Deep nade in towards T-Stairs, going to chunk down Junior as well. Great chip damage from Manx.
Jeorge has been lost second mid. Nodios looking for a transfer there, but Queenix will help to clean up 4-on-2 very quickly indeed. This would be a much needed round for HexTATIC, keeping it close enough heading towards halftime, but the job's not done yet. Rush and Junior very capable individually and as a pair. Lovely from Junior, creating some space towards Banana.
Looks like he just collided the chicken.
That will leave Crown alone top Banana. Well, Rush has got some work to do here, just about staying alive. Got to be careful though. Now, does he understand that that's two players? Or does he think it's still just the same person attacking? Junior having a look-see. And that will be that. 6 rounds at halftime for HexTATIC. Only 3 away, but is that close enough? Find out after the break.
You came in with the touch.
Feels like there hasn't been much between these two squads thus far, map 1 or map 2. There are 3 rounds for the time being. That'll quickly change following the conclusion of this pistol round. EG lead by 3. But I feel like in the first map, well, towards the end of the first map and the second one, there might not be too much between these two squads. Less than we thought before this series started at the very least. 3 CTs will head towards the A bomb site then, but where are the T's headed? A quick look from HexT and he will communicate that there's a lot of people bunched together who might be sending it up mid. Smoke on short heading towards long, and Junior is going to have a lot of T's coming his way. Again, the first player trying to create some space, find a nice angle. Got the information at the very least. He may have some range to poke and prod from the pit position as these T's will bunch together and try and find these kills. They've got to get some reloading eventually. Rush needs to try and get a kill here if he can, and hold that position. Won't happen though. 2 on 2. Bomb planted. Trying to get these smokes up. The CTs will give themselves some space. Flashes here as well. Nodios is in trouble. Down he goes. Manx will soon drop as well. And EG will win the pistol. Double figures immediately in the second half.
With that bomb plant though, and a couple of kills, HexTATIC almost certainly looking to contest this early lead. See what kind of force we're going to get. Maybe a little mixed bag or AK drops on the cards for HexTATIC. I think EG in this fine form this tournament always look competitive. Pushing Greyhound, pushing HexTATIC. Obviously, it's not an event where you have the best teams in Europe or anything like that, but with a lot of NA disappointment going around, I feel like these EG boys are a bit of a breath of fresh air at the moment.
I feel like if EG went back to their classic logo, all their teams would go up 5 ranks immediately.
I'm not going to lie, I love the old one as well. I think a lot of people feel that way, but...
it's classic, it's lore. It's esports lore, it's EG lore.
It is.
But there we go.
All the marketing people these days, though, you got to keep those rebrands rolling. Yeah, you got to keep the rebrands rolling, Bardolph, otherwise people won't have a job, mate.
Yep. Under new management, change the furniture, get a pink couch in. Swing top mid from HexTATIC, and there's a creep from Junior, but that smoke works both ways. You can't let him go too far with the MP9 rush. He's got to strike eventually before it gets too awkward. Did the best he could. In the meantime, HexT has fallen, and now they've lost position on EG. Problems arising for them. That's some nice damage through the smoke, though. Maybe they can capitalize on that. But it's going to be hard to find the right angles here.
Where's the HE go? Got multiple super low players here, but are EG already thinking about the save? I guess so. So HexTATIC, that's a successful execute from them already here, cracking back in after the pistol loss. But with no loss bonus built up for EG, we'll see what kind of force they're going to put together. At least they're going to have 2 rifles to play with, right?
Yeah, this is a solid save for them. But there is the hunt coming from HexTATIC. But I don't know, man. Manx has got 2 HP and a rifle. I don't know how much he wants to send it.
I think they just want to hold on to their Galils if possible. If you're sending anyone, it's Queenix.
Yeah, I forgot the bomb plant is big. The bomb explosion is bigger now on Inferno. Feels like you have to run a marathon to get away from that.
No more saving in pit. Little totem pole with the boys. Fond memories. Wow, Jeorge. I was looking at those dualies and I'm like, I was wondering if anyone's going to be dropped those and just use them, but obviously he's got the A4 in the back pocket, so misreading that one a little bit. No tag for Junior this time. Banana aggression denied.
Great snap from Manx, taking heavy damage though. The shrapnel will continue and off he goes, 4 on 4. EG have got more work to do though. They need to find some kind of security here. Another smoke towards the half wall, but Nodios is not going to wait around for that. And the problems compound for the CT side.
This is where Queenix can activate though. Having a look in towards Boiler side. Unfortunately with a MAC-10, he's probably not feeling too brave to actually go and take some space, so he's going to link up with the rest of HexTATIC, which means unless this bracket utility draws the rotation back across, HexTATIC may walk into a stack here.
Still going to be awkward with Junior on the scout, though. Well, he's maimed Crown. That's a good person to tag. And indeed, Queenix has gone back to start the investigation. A smoke up on long. We'll be concerned of a potential crossfire here, though. But still, they've made the right play, HexTATIC, just in time, and they'll find an empty A bomb site. And again, EG will probably have to be just sitting around on B, waiting for the next round at this point.
Yeah, that's just picture-perfect money manning from Queenix. Didn't have a whole lot invested in that round. So even if HexTATIC is going in towards that B site, he can potentially look for an aggressive lurk kill, try and pull the rotations, or even flank late into the round, or in this case, just walk into a free site and avoid HexTATIC walking into disaster. EG, again, playing safe simulator. It's everyone's favorite game on Inferno.
Seems that it might change a little in the next version of CS.
You think so?
I mean, from the little clips we've seen, it feels like a wall here might be different, a wall there might be different, a bit wider.
Oh, you mean this map in particular?
Yeah, well, all of them, but we're on Inferno. The same but different, essentially. We'll have to wait and see for that. Let's have a look and see what EG will do in a situation such as this. Haven't spent any money yet. And it seems they'll focus on keeping the money together for the next round buy and not messing it up too much and just having multiple less than ideal rounds.
Quite surprised about that. I'd love to see like an investment of a flash or something, even for like a second mid aggression or something to just set up a rifler to go take a duel. This is a cute totem pole though.
Nice from Rush. Max almost got there though. Almost.
Immediate smoke from Walco as well, just shuts the door as soon as they find the first pick. Beautiful stuff.
Jeorge heads over as well. We'll see if he tries to collect something a little later on. But there's action towards top mid. So they'll send an extra man over there. Not much to offer with the USP. 1 minute on the clock for HexTATIC. No presence on Banana whatsoever. Everybody's here looking to split this bomb site. Jeorge manages to stay alive. That's important. Bit of chaos later on. Big flash, but Junior will still deliver one. That's the rifle lost though. Can anybody get their hands on that? Unlikely in this situation. As Hex will look for a multi-frag. Salazar with the no-scope. 2v2. Surely they go for this EG. Again, they kept the money together for the next round, so there's not much to lose here. Rush the only man with Kevlar. Walco might find a rifle somewhere. Although, actually, I think they're probably going to be too deep on the bomb sites and around the bomb sites. He'll have to go forward, take the bullet for the president. And then Rush will need to deliver the goods. Walco in first, drawing the crosshairs away. Nodios focusing on the USP, allowing Rush to trade. Salazar stuck in a corner now. Another no-scope. A big clutch towards the end. That round got real dangerous.
Yeah, Rush, that was super winnable for him. As he comes into the site, he picks up a kid as well. Must have been saved over from a previous round from EG. Crisis avoided for HexTATIC, but they take a lot of economic damage as a result of that, losing 4 guns. They do have the money to recover from that, but that's going to help EG keep this game close, keep this game competitive, because in towards round number 20, the scoreline gap really starting to close.
No challenge on Banana from HexTATIC at the beginning of this round. Are they reading 3 towards B early? They might be sending it fast into the A bomb site. It seems that is the play. Molly's up on short at the moment, so the focus is on long, and there's no challenge just yet. But EG are not waiting around. They've gone through Banana and up towards mid as well. They are going to have this bomb site surrounded, but can Hex stay alive? He can't. No frags for him either. Walco trying to trade. The bomb's in the pit now, and things become awkward with all the CTs that are here already, but they don't have any kills just yet. 3 on 5 as Crown makes it to the site. Junior holding down long for the time being. EG are here, but still, what can they do with these positions and no kills just yet? Just 3 players, awkward angles for them, especially with Salazar holding things down on short.
They're saving, but Walco looking for more damage or to upgrade his MP9 perhaps on the exits.
Love a play like that, that kind of timing on Inferno. Chose the right round to do it as well. No one interested in Banana whatsoever. Just abusing the A-bomb site immediately.
Beautiful.
Oh, Crown. All right then. He'll make it expensive elsewhere. Dive for the cause. A worthwhile trade. 10 to 10.
Does that one extra kill on the CT side stop them from buying up? I'm interested. Can drop 2 guns over. Attack pause now for HexTATIC. They recognize the importance of a round like this. They've put a lot of pressure on that CT economy, but they've also taken a fair bit of damage. 4 in the previous gun round to that one, and then 3 in that round. T-side money can't be super healthy, I'd imagine. And that 10 apiece, things getting very, very tense on this game of Inferno. These two teams quite evenly matched at the moment. It's been a good series.
You wonder if the threat of a 2-0 is looming in the minds of EG now. I feel like psychologically, when someone gets to double figures, crosses a line, and the urgency starts to rise. Everybody's still looking very focused indeed. But maybe a little less comfortable if you're EG. With HexTATIC on the catch-up. EG pushing through the apartments very early. Again, risks have to be taken. AWP posted up on B. And in the meantime, have a look at the inroads that EG have made. Getting past Queenix to some degree. Now, if Junior can just stop them from sending it straight into the B bomb site, perhaps something can be done here. Queenix lurking in mid. No response to that frag just yet. Still pushing into the B bomb site. Junior's here again. Jeorge will take one for the president, and the president is here. That's Junior. 3 frags on the B bomb site. Perfect run for EG so far. Creeping desperately through the smoke, only to be denied once more. Now Hex can run distraction, and Queenix, who was lurking in mid, is the only one left for HexTATIC. Junior picks up 4.
Junior has had so many massive rounds at this tournament already, delivering with the AWP. Disappointing that the last map ends in a whiff from him, because it really doesn't sum up just how much impact he's been having. Basically another round where he has a hero AWP. Similar to what he did on the T side, just takes matters into his own hands, and in a round where EG didn't really have much business winning it, only 2 rifles saved over. They were looking forward to the next round, but they're not going to have to. And this is where HexTATIC is in the bin here. Because these last couple of rounds, they've been dropping a lot of rifles, and then they lose 2 of the pistols in a round where they wanted to build up their economy. And this is where the game might be slipping through their fingers.
Familiar feeling, just like the previous map. Mac 10 will be out for Manx. Only 1 CT lacking a helmet. Oh, Junior feeling himself. The kind of start that HexTATIC were looking for as they trail by 1.
They need this round so much more than EG does. EG has cash in the bank account. HexTATIC does not. With a man advantage, they really have to convert this one, or the pressure's going to start to mount more and more. Here's this brackets utility out of HexTATIC.
Tight situation through the smoke, and Rush is gifted a frag. Risky play there from HexTATIC, and it's turning into a disaster in mid now. But Salazar will turn things around as Queenix gets a kill as well. 3 on 2. Jeorge desperately trying to join his teammate as quick as he can. That smoke's really going to slow things down. Well, that's obscuring their vision of Hex at the moment. Jeorge has made his way over. Half the info for HexTATIC then, but what about the other half? Will they assume the site is clear with the trajectory they're seeing of these grenades? 30 seconds on the clock and they're forced away from short. Queenix is still in the pit though. That's a very key player for the angles. Heading towards 20 seconds now. Is anybody focused on the site itself? Salazar's on the way there looking, and Kran will steal the frag. Jeorge on the other side of the smoke now. 16 seconds, urgency is high, tapping Queenix down to 23. Can't stop the bomb plant. On the reload as well. Kran will take that advantage and move closer. He might be the point man now. Once he shoots, everybody peeks. And we're tied once more.
It's just good fundamentals out of HexTATIC. That round got a bit dicey. Lurk smoke's thrown on the site. They just freeze in the 3-on-2. Queenix gives them advantage with the lurk play. They slow things down over on that A site. Just wait for a mistake out of the CTs. Isolate HexT on the site. And then a beautiful triangle crossfire in the post plant. Swinging off Crown's contact. So first test conquered for HexTATIC. They avoid economic reset. EG on the reinvestment here are quite broke. This is going to be a big swing round. Neither one of these teams actually really has much loss bonus or much bank account behind this. Crown finding space over towards the B side of the map, applying a little bit of pressure. But EG leaving Junior solo on the B site and stacking brackets. If HexTATIC go and contest this part of the map, this could be disastrous.
All right then. Opening frag for HexTATIC as they force them away from short or try to, but Rush is still going to be able to do something. Can't fall back in time though. Hex will try to control the space while there's a smoke up on long as well. HexTATIC will be somewhat stuck then. Junior misses the shot. Crown past the angle. Oh, Junior. Such a dangerous sniper for EG, and he's got more work to do. One's gone past the angle, but there's one to be offered. Flashbang. Junior must deliver here. 28 seconds. Angles are being denied, though. Watch the play. There's a flash. Misses the shot, but he's seen the bomb. That's the information they need. Hex needs to get his skates on and join his teammates. Quick scopes through the smoke. Nothing doing there. Bomb planted. 2 kits on the 3 players. Just one flash. That's all the retake util they have. Looking for that wall bang. Seen one already. There's the flash, no response. Not fancying it. War of attrition on the B bomb site, and EG wants to live to fight another day, it seems.
Junior trying to chip down the numbers, punish them on the exits. Another quick flick from him. Gonna take an extra gun out of HexTATIC's hands. And exactly like you said, in this war of attrition, every single gun makes the difference. Can EG buy though? They don't have loss bonus, so even saving 3 guns does not necessarily present a appealing situation. Sounds like they're going to invest. Actually, a much better buy than I thought they were going to have access to. Their loss bonus is much better than I remember. Just down to a famous 3.4 for EG. Three players into apps indicates that this is probably going to be a carpets pop this round, especially with the Mac 10.
Manx moving into position for the flash. Good timing. Flashes from the CTs as well. Nodios can't do anything for his team, and they are stuck in the choke point, facing a crossfire, and Hex continues to deliver. Plays on short as well, but where are the frags for HexTATIC? 2 versus 4 now as Queenix gets to work. And there goes Salazar as well. Just got themselves into the lead, HexTATIC, but it seems it won't last for very long. So much work for Queenix to do. Not going to happen on this occasion.
Massive for EG. What a shutdown. The perfectly timed flash from Rush, and you can see he's happy with it. Sets up Hex for success. The chemistry between the dig and pit side player is ever important on a map of Inferno. And HexTATIC, without much loss bonus behind them, dropping around like that, forces them into a corner. Tech9's out with somewhat limited utility. Only 3 rifles able to be put together here.
Good support there. Stop the damage from that Molotov. Keep Jeorge in the high HP. 21 frags for Junior so far. And again, Nodios is still in the lead on 22. Seen explosive kills from Junior. Can't forget about Nodios' work also. Keeping their teams in the fight, 12 on 12. A lot of util here for HexTATIC. Always promising when you see a few pistols. Shows they have an idea as to what they want to do.
EG trying to disrupt the map control over towards the B side of the map. HexTATIC showing a lot of restraint, a lot of patience, even though they're wielding themselves a fair few pistols in a round like this. Queenix with some pressure towards bracket. Smoke and a flash, and HexTATIC readying themselves for the B hit.
Yeah, they've got the pistols to just send it straight through there. The chain flashes are good as well. Jeorge will still find something. Jeorge defending this bomb site with strength. Walco's here also. Thought HexTATIC might get more from that one, but they won't even get the bomb plant. A massive hold of Fortress on the B bomb site.
Relatively quiet game from Jeorge, and then he just explodes in the server on the B site there. Look at this sequence. Exactly what you want from your new box anchor. That third shot, snappy as hell. The T side are broke. This is the worst spot to be in as HexTATIC, a full Glock eco, allowing EG to build their economy even further. It's already looking great. So the CT side are going to be allowed to go to 14 rounds, and HexTATIC taking an old school tactical timeout, walking around with Glocks and having a bit of a chat. Obviously no coach input allowed. And you have to be backing EG at this point. They're in the pole position to pick up Inferno and push us through to a third map, and I feel like this series deserves it, to be honest.
Vertigo would be the decider. Completely dry around here for HexTATIC. It's biding their time as EG will dump their util, but at some point they're going to be head first into the meat grinder. Might be some highlights for Junior. Maybe he can overtake Nodios here. Doesn't make the fatal connection on Manx. You can see them really trying to keep that range between themselves and these Glock players. 1 kill for Junior, tying with Nodios then, 22 frags apiece. Walco also just around the corner on 20.
HexTATIC would have loved a bomb plant there. You can see 2 of the players having to go down to Galil just to make sure that they have full utility to be able to work the map. Outside of that, but Nodios, Crown, and Queenix all skipping flashes here and there. So going to be a little bit hard to contest that map control up towards half wall or bracket here and there. Initial flash invested onto the line pushes Junior off. Utility traded over towards Banana early on. Crown thinking about whether he wants to contest. That was a cute little nade stack trying to catch the player jumping up into apartments. Doesn't work this time. Another nade stack onto Locks. EG really trying to get the chip damage in early round, but the patience for HexTATIC has worked a charm, and now they're going to make their way into bracket early on here as they've been shut out of Banana.
Switch of positions from EG.
Ooh. Bracket retake util, you don't see that too often. Does actually shut HexTATIC out.
Decisions to be made then. Minutes on the clock as Junior's rotated his AWP over towards B. And EG are playing very defensive with 3 on the A-bomb site. Only Hex with util as far as the A-bomb site is concerned. You can see he's waiting to drop that smoke on short, cut the site in half, which will make it really hard for HexTATIC to get a bomb plant in. And with time running low, that could become quite a problem for them. They're going to need their numbers to swing on short. They might expect a pit play here. There isn't one though. With the setup they have, Jeorge defending long in the meantime. And there's that smoke up now as Hex gives himself a fantastic angle. This is the right play from EG. 20 seconds now. HexTATIC, this is so desperate for them. You can see them pushing through the smoke. Wonderful play from EG, disengaging top mid, and had the right strat on the A-bomb site.
Absolutely. The way that they used that bracket retake util was perfect. Forced HexTATIC to just show so many tells. And HexTATIC, they didn't do a good enough job working the map there. You could see EG, that whole round, had 2 players sitting right up at sandbag. If you're not going to push them off of half wall, there's no reason for those A-site players to feel enough pressure to have to burn through the rest of their utility or rotate that extra player off. So EG now with the Danes on the ropes. That's an almost from Junior.
Yeah, you can see the urgency on his cam as well from what he saw there. Preparing the troops for something urgent from HexTATIC. Fast molly on short, fast smoke on long, but no on top mid just yet for the T side. Last chance saloon for HexTATIC to go 2-0. They need 3 from 3 just for overtime now, and it's not looking likely with what they have, but we saw many unlikely rounds won towards the end of the previous map.
Biggest issue with this round is they've just got no flashes. They've got 4 grenades, 2 smokes. They haven't got half wall control. They're kind of dry walking into bracket. And EG are holding a lot of their utility in towards the late round here. Jeorge has still got a smoke to play around backside. Walco's got a full belt of util, so if they end B here, it might not go well, but the jungle wrap is the tantalizing prospect right now. EG are really not too worried about the wrap through Speedway, and they should be.
Still a long way for these guys to go in CT. And again, such a defensive position on A. And the rotation will be quite far. Oh, Walco's going to get caught. Oh, he might have a chance there. He might have a chance. He doesn't. Down he goes. Jeorge has so much to do. Rotation is miles away. 20 seconds though, and he's going to make them work to find this kill. 19 seconds and Queenix will get him. They've got 4 for the time being, but Rush is swinging on that fountain position, taking down the cover, dropping like flies are HexTATIC. They have to deliver in this round. Nodios and Crown remain. Down goes Crown, such a key player for them, and Nodios doesn't have the position. Smokes off, the bomb's behind the fountain as well. He'll never find an angle for this. The defuse is coming in, and so is the map. We're going all the way on this one.
Good recovery from EG. Another fantastic T side on Inferno. You saw it up against Greyhound, but today the CT woes don't affect them, and they're going to push it through to a 3rd on Vertigo.